Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Abhishek Sharma, MBBS graduate from IGMC Shimla, who really happens to be a huge movies and TV series addict also. Through these videos, I'll share my reviews about famous Bollywood and Hollywood movies and TV series. So, let's begin the first episode from my absolute favorite, Grey's Anatomy. I am obsessed with Grey's. I am. Maybe the one reason is being a doctor myself, but other than that, I think I love good drama. And when it comes to Grace, it is just best in drama.
Derek's married.
Recently, I just completed my third rewatch of Grey's Anatomy for the first 5 seasons, and I must say, first 5 seasons were pure classics at best. There was humor, lots of tears, love, sex, and heartbreaking stories. There is a reason why Grace was so high in ratings when it comes to first 5 seasons. This is going to be a long discussion, so let's divide this discussion into 3 videos, and in the first video I'll discuss the main cast, characters and their respective performances and various storylines given to them for the first 5 seasons. So let's talk about the lead character of the show, Meredith Grey.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
Though how crazy she was for McDreamy, Meredith Grey of earlier seasons was completely amazing. And one more thing I noticed on my rewatch, that no matter how bad is her current love life or her present life is going on, she never let this come into her patient care. Not only a good surgeon, but she was a great doctor also. The way she talks with her patients, understand them, not so cold like Yang or not too much attached like Stevens, is really great to watch. But man, you feel for her character. A mother suffering from Alzheimer but who left not even a second to call her a shame when she comes to her senses for some hours. And then a father who was so pathetic that he slapped and abused her when he lost his wife just because of a medical complication. Then a boyfriend who was tantrums like a teenager. McDreamy was really not that much dreamy, but let's save that video for another time discussion. Meredith Grey, really, so much was happening in her life, and that too in her 20s. Her most dark phase is definitely there in season 2 and 3 when she decides not to fight anymore and does not even swim to save her life when she was drowning. Like I said, she was really going through a lot. Coming to friendship part, Meredith Grey is a great friend too. People will say she was only good for Christina in first 5 seasons, but if you observe more, you will see that she was good with every member of Magic. Her friendship with Izzie, Stevens and George is really underrated till date. Now, coming to the acting part, I don't know really what has happened with Ellen Pompeo lately where she's so hard to watch, but if you see the early seasons, she was good as an actor, if not great. She was all surrounded by such a great cast, but even as an individual performer, she was good. The best part of her acting was seen when her cold mother asked her, "What happened to you?" And then she blurted out, "You happened to me." The fire and rage, the grief, they can be seen equally in her eyes in that scene. So yes, Ellen Pompeo of first 5 seasons was really a good actor. Now talking about the second main character for the first 5 seasons, Izzie Stevens. What about me? Yes, here comes the most controversial character of the show who is so much talked about. Some people love her and some hate her too. Coming to me, she's my number 1 or you can say absolute favorite. I must say this character was a breath of fresh air in the dark and the twisty world of Martina. She is hopeful, charming and always positive, but at the same time very sensitive also. That fire inside her can drive her crazy too. You also know that she cut the Alvide wire, the guy she loved, and it clearly shows that how crazy she can go.
How did we end up here? Where's Stevie?
For the people she loves, she can cross all the limits for them. She opened a free clinic for the poor ones with those $8 million. People sometimes utter out that she is not a great doctor or surgeon. But, man, this is the same girl who inserted a chest tube during early years of her as an intern, drilled burr holes and that also not in hospital setup, and then put a tracheostomy tube when other residents were simply hesitating to do that because it was cheap sneeze. Many times I think she was good with making a diagnosis, which is main part of our learning as a doctor. She's a great teacher too. She taught so many good things to her interns. She wakes for Meredith George like a mother, though I must say that Gizzy drama was out of nowhere. Maybe that was just toxic Shonda Rhimes, maybe. Oh, sorry. Let's talk about the acting. Heigl is second best thing that happened to Grace. You really know who is the first one. Izzie Stevens may be just a good surgeon in that fictional world of Grace, but she's a gifted actress in real life. I mean Heigl. Even without taking sides, I must say Izzie Stevens is the real star of season 2 and 5. When Izzie finally finds about her sickness and asks Danny what is happening to her, see the fear in her eyes. And then in one of episodes when Derek checks how surgery would affect her, and then she simply forgets everything, even her husband. And that scene, that acting of Katherine Heigl in that scene deserve an Emmy nomination at least. Season 5 of Grace is really dark and her storyline is main reason for that. You simply cry during all those last episodes of season 5. Also in season 2 finale and her depression post-end that in season 3, it seems so broken from inside. I must say other actresses would have failed in those scenes. So that is all about the part 1 of this long discussion. What do you guys think of Izzie Stevens and Meredith Grey as characters? And what do you think of Alan Pompeo and Katherine Heigl as an actors? Feel free to share. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channels, because if you would not, then I will turn very dark and twisty.